Hello friends and welcome back to another Life with Ash. My name is Ashley and today we are going to be decorating my dining room and my living room for the 4th of July. If you missed the first Decorate With Me video where I decorated my kitchen and my coffee bar for the 4th of July, definitely make sure to check out that video because it is full of red, white, and blue and patriotism, so you're definitely not going to want to miss it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take you through my journey of decorating. If you're excited to decorate with me today, then definitely hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up because it truly does help my channel to grow. Now, before we get started decorating, I do have some cleaning to do in my dining room. I still have my spring stuff out. I actually did put away the Easter stuff, I know. But I do have some spring stuff out because May was just so crazy, packed full of stuff, and I just didn't have the time or energy to get to it. So we are going to get to that today. So let's go ahead and get right into the fun. Okay, so real quick, this is what we got going on. Also, look at this drawer. It doesn't even shut anymore. I have too many placemats. So I think we might go through the placemat drawer. Yeah, like I said, a lot of this is spring. Well, this is just random right here, the Phantom of the Opera. First thing we absolutely have to do is clean this room. So let's get started. All right, so as I said, this room was a disaster. I still had a bunch of spring stuff still left. And what I do is I clean off what I'm cleaning up after a holiday, I clean up the dining room table first, and then I go around my house and gather all of the seasonal decor and put it all on the dining room table. So that's what you're seeing here because I just gathered it. So I did decide to keep a lot of it up though, if it could kind of be used for my 4th of July decor. So like my mantle is a good example of this because, you know, I have the lanterns and the bird cages and stuff, and I decided to leave those up and just kind of work my 4th of July decorations into them. Now, probably when I go to decorate for fall, which is the next holiday I'll be decorating for, I will remove all that. I loved the way that my house was decorated for fall last year. I mean, I might switch some things up. I know my 4-tiered like shelf in this room, the dining room, I did not love it last year. I don't think I liked the bar cart either. I don't remember, but I am going to have to think of something else. I'm telling you, if I don't have a theme for something, it's just so hard for me to decorate. Like, I need a theme. But anyways, here is just a little sneak peek into how I organize a lot of my decor. This obviously does not include seasonal decor. This is just kind of like decor that I could pull out and use all year round. If I need risers, if I need candle holders, if I need candles, candlesticks, you know, things like that. I can use them multiple times a year, and they're just right there. All of my seasonal decor, though, is in the basement, and that is a hot mess. That is another thing I want to tackle this summer because, or maybe in the fall, because my basement is a wreck. Okay, now that everything is basically all cleaned up, we are going to start decorating in the dining room, and I'm going to start over here on my hutch. I took everything down except for that flowers and garden sign and then that little riser there. So I'm going to go ahead and layer these stars behind the riser, and then I'm going to add this God Bless America sign. I think I got that at TJ Maxx last year. So I'm going to put that on the riser. Now off camera I did add some greenery, which you'll see in a little bit. And then here are those lanterns that I got from Joann's on sale. I'm going to add one on either side. Now moving down to the bottom, my little helper wanted to add the dough bowl for me. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put some greenery on the bottom. Again, I am trying to stick to the flowers and gardens, the greenery, you know, aspect and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add these little moss balls inside the dough bowl. And then I'm going to add those decorative balls inside as well. Now, this did take me a hot minute to try to figure out how to arrange these so they look good. So bear with me. But I thought that all of it came out really cute. Now to finish off my hutch, I'm going to go ahead and add this star banner. I apologize about the angles here. I don't know what I don't know where I was aiming my camera. I didn't even get this other side, but basically I just hung it up and that completed my hutch. Okay, moving on to my little window display on the back. I kept my leaf garlands up, but these banners were perfect. And when I saw these in the store, I knew exactly where I wanted to put them, and that was here, and I thought they looked great. Now I'm going to go ahead and layer in a cutting board that I actually DIY'd a couple of years ago. Now this all stayed the same. I just added things, like added patriotic touches, because I really loved that display, so I didn't really want to mess with it. Now you can see that I used like a little pink riser there, so I am just adding a bunch of greenery in the front to go ahead and hide that. And then I'm going to add an American flag to the watering can, and that's it. All right, now moving on to my 4-tier tray. Like it's a stand. So I'm going to go ahead and add a watering can and then these new florals from Joann's. And then I'm going to add another one of those I'm just going to call them Americana like burlap picks. I'm just in love with them. I cannot wait for Hobby Lobby to mark all of their 4th of July stuff 90% off, because I definitely want like more vase filler, more picks, things like that. So I'm going to keep my eye out probably on the 5th. So Wednesday morning, I will be there. But all right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of arrange that. I don't know. I was like, should I have some of the greenery go in front of the rod? Should I not? I don't know. I kind of just played with it a little bit until I got it how I liked. Then I have another one of these red risers, so I'm going to add that, and then this little sign, which I thought was perfect. And then I'm going to add one of my stars. These I'm going to go back and get to if they have any left, these stars coming up. Now, it did have like that picture holder thing on it, but it just easily twisted and pulled right out. So I want more of those. All right, now I'm going to add this stool to the second shelf, but this is just to hold up this tray that I made a couple years ago on my channel. That's it for that second shelf, except I am going to add some greenery because I do want greenery on every level, again, to bring in like that flower and garden. All right, now this shelf I was most excited for, but it gave me the hardest time. I, at one point, had to turn off my camera and just play with all of this off camera until I figured out how I wanted to do it. So this was what I came up with after all of that. I'm still not loving it, I'm going to be honest, and the final shot is going to look a little different because I did go in and add a couple things because I just really wasn't loving it, so off camera I was kind of playing it with it even more. But what I did was just add these little sparklers or firecrackers to, or whatever those are, to this little crate thing, and then those like strands are actually toothpicks that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. Now I'm going to add more of these little fireworks here, and I loved that sign from Hobby Lobby, and I knew this is the display I wanted to make, but for some reason I just could not get it to come together. Now I did have greenery here, but I took it out and added this little DIY, but you're going to see it in a minute, it changed up. All right, now I'm going to take one of those like long pieces that I got from from Joann's, and of course I'm gonna add my rustic little red truck from Hobby Lobby. I bought this in for Valentine's Day this year because I just knew I could use it several times a year. And in here I'm actually going to stuff it with a bag because I'm going to fill it with these stars. So I always stuff things like this, that way I don't have to use so many things. But I loved these stars, and again, my little helper, you're going to see in a minute, is going to come and help me put some stars in. She always, it's so funny, typical 6-year-old, she always asks if she could help. She's so excited. We're about 3 minutes into it, and she's over it. All right, now we're going to move on to the bar cart, and I'm going to use my Ray Dunn sign here. I got this last year either at TJ Maxx or Home Goods, one of those. And then I'm going to add my just some glassware over here. And then just to bring in that patriotic touch, I'm going to add more of those toothpicks that have that look like fireworks or sparklers. Now down at the bottom, I'm going to add this home of the free because of the brave sign. And then I'm actually going to fill that bubbly like container thing with some greenery and then add a flag. And I love that. I think that looks so good. Now ignore that blue star there because I had moved it from the tray, moved it there, and then I moved it back. So ignore it. But I am going to go ahead and stuff a bandana inside that little crate. And then I'm just going to add some sparkly little stars on that side. And then I am going to switch out that blue star for the red striped star. I just love how that bottom part came out. I thought it was so cool. Now, I always like to add a garland here or a banner. So I just had this one in my stash from, gosh, years ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and hang this one up. And then I actually ran out of like patriotic towels, tea towels and stuff. So I'm just going to use a red napkin and put that on the side. I try to find something patriotic to hang too from it or like in front of it, but I couldn't. So it is what it is. All right, the last place we're going to decorate in the dining room is, of course, the table. I'm going to do a really pretty tablescape. So I'm going to use this table runner. I think I got that at Hobby Lobby like 2 years ago after the sale or after the holiday sale. And then I'm actually going to do my place settings next. So I'm going to use these like what do you want to, they're not wicker, rattan, is it rattan? I don't know. But these also came from, pretty much everything on this table came from Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and put one on each setting. And then I'm going to put these wood chargers. Now these actually came from the Dollar Tree. Now again, I'm going for rustic here. So that's why I am layering these. If you want to see a different tablescape, definitely check out my Crafts with Ash channel and check out my Decorate With Me 4th of July from last year. This was completely different. The whole house was completely different. I decorated it differently. So, you know, if you want to see something different, then definitely check that out. All right, now I'm going to use these Dollar Tree plates and just layer them on top. And then I have these little blue or little red truck plates that I'm going to add. Now I do go back and add a cloth bandana, not a napkin, but a bandana to each place setting as well. And that's a little hack that I use. Instead of going out and buying fabric napkins, which could get very costly, I literally go to Hobby Lobby and buy bandanas, or anywhere that has bandanas. And that's what I use a lot for decor, because this is just decorative. They're not going to actually be used. So, but look how much that added by adding that little blue touch there. So I thought that was perfect. Then I picked up these cups for 50 cents each at Dollar General. Now, these aren't the exact blue, but hey, for 50 cents, I'm making it work. So I thought that these were perfect. Now, I never actually used to put cups on my table. I don't know why. So now I'm starting to. Now, this was a DIY I made 2 years ago. So I'm going to just stick that in the middle and then just top this off with some vases and, of course, some flags. And that's it to my tablescape. I mean, this was super easy, and I love how it came out. And that completed my entire dining room for the 4th of July.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you? Wanna see you smile. Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax. All your problems will fade if you're ready for a good time.
All right, the last place we're going to be decorating is my mantle and fireplace in my living room. So normally I decorate all the way around my living room, but I'm going to be honest, we have so much baby equipment in the living room that I just did not want to have to work around it and everything. And my baby is seriously getting into everything and spitting up on everything. So I thought less was more. So I really put my focus on what you're going to see here today. And that's it. I did not do my blanket ladder like I usually do. I did not get decorative pillows like I usually do. I did not do anything to my TV stand, so it is very drawn back this year, but that's because I have a little one that gets into everything. So as you saw, I started off with that sign from Hobby Lobby on the mantle, and then I went ahead and put that America banner, and I love how this all came out. Now I'm going to add my red candlesticks just from the Dollar Tree, or candles, inside the black candlesticks, also from the Dollar Tree. Then inside the lantern, I am going to, this is a hack, I'm going to add a glass bowl because it's going to fill up a lot of space. And then I'm going to go in and just start adding a bunch of these stars. So I wish I could have, I can't talk. I wish I could have found another bag of these stars because I would have added more into this lantern, but I love how it came out, and I kind of have one. You're gonna see I move it down to the log because I wanted to look like it was kind of spilling out, kind of, but not really. I don't know, you'll see. Anyways, I kind of played with this too because I'm trying not to get two of the same color next to each other and mix it up a little bit. You know how it goes. Then to bring in those stars on the other side, all I'm simply going to do is layer a red big star and a small blue star in front of each other. And I love how that looks. Now to the bottom, I have to say I love this little display that I made. And you're not going to believe a Facebook Marketplace find that I picked up. But first, I'm getting ahead of myself. I just decided for this bird cage just to add one more of those moss balls. And then I had another pack of those decorative balls. So I just went ahead and threw those in there. Easy peasy. And then I'm going to layer my bicycle back in front. And that was it to this side. I really didn't do much. But you're going to see I actually switched the two sides because this next display I loved so much. I wanted it to be more visible. Look at this basket. I found this for $8 on Facebook Marketplace, and it has an eagle on it. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Now, this is where I used my scarf, and I love this. And so to kind of build it up, I went ahead and put a pillow underneath. However, I did go back and build it up even more and put a blanket underneath just to add some height. Now I'm just going to use this spray here of flowers and then this welcome sign. And then here is where I decide, oh my gosh, this looks so good. I want it to be more visible because from the angle of my living room, that's kind of hidden. So I went ahead and switched these displays around, and that way, when you sit on the couch, you can actually see it. Don't mind my body in these shots. This is not a good angle, but anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch it, but I could not believe that Facebook find. If you guys don't shop on Facebook Marketplace, I highly recommend. I buy so much stuff on Facebook Marketplace for so cheap. So cheap. I mean, decorative things, furniture, little things like this. And like I said, this basket was only $8 in my city too. So it was a great find. And I love how my mantle and fireplace came out.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you?
I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you got a lot of inspiration and ideas on how you can decorate your home for the 4th of July. And hey, if you loved this video, click on this one and give that one a try. I bet you'd love it too. Don't forget to click my photo to subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up because it truly does help my channel to grow. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching, and that completes another day in the life with Ash. Bye!